Greetings, I'm Nora, and welcome to the Divine Space. Let's go ahead and get into your energy to see what the heck you got going on. Gratitude for hitting that like button, shares, comments, as well as subscribing. I appreciate every last one of you. Take a resonate, leave it, does not. If it doesn't apply, let it go. Let it fly. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Personal readings down below in the description box. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. Um, hmm, we have somebody new here. Very interesting because with this someone new, I'm showing in the present energy that there is some sort of insecurities here. So I don't know if you met someone new and you are dealing with some sort of insecurities, especially in regards to possibly someone focusing on money. So it seems like whatever this person is that you may have met, let me place it that way. Either you met somebody new and they're focusing on money, or it seems like there's an energy of you are focusing on someone new or wanting someone new, but you possibly battling with some, insecurities of your own. And you may be just simply focusing on money. You get what I'm saying? Place it whatever way it needs to be placed. But I am definitely seeing at the bottom of the deck there's a water sign. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I'm seeing unconditional love, and I'm also showing the energy of whole. It seems like somebody wants unconditional love. That somebody wants to be in a connection or be with someone where they feel whole, is what I'm seeing here. After a period of time of dealing with possibly some sort of toxicity or something, you may have had a child, and whoever this child, other parent is, may be toxic and very cold hearted. It looks like you're very attractive. You're very attractive. I'm seeing that there is an energy of attraction here. Let's go and get into it though. Let's go and clarify someone new. What happened? My little one outside riding a scooter, so I'm watching him. Someone new. Clarify someone new. Clarify insecurities and clarify focus on money. All right. At the bottom of the deck, I am seeing coach. You're very wise. You're very knowledgeable. But clarifying someone new, I'm definitely seeing an energy of self-esteem. I don't know. Number 4 could definitely be significant here. I don't know. This someone new. It seems like whoever this person is could be very much prideful and full of ego. You may have met someone that's very egotistic, and prideful. That's what I'm showing here. This is someone that wears a crown or think they wear a crown or something. They feel like they above you, not next to you. Clarifying this insecurity energy. I'm seeing an energy of withdrawal. I'm seeing that there is some sort of rejection. I'm seeing a breakup, a severance of ties here. Number 60 could be significant with this withdrawal. It seems like there's some sort of breakup. This insecurity is also talking about you letting go possibly of some sort of addiction. I don't know why I feel like there is some sort of addiction here or something. But clarifying, focusing on money, I'm seeing that there is an energy of stability. I'm seeing harmony. Number 65. So this could also talk about you meeting someone, and you could be the prideful one. You could be the one that's full of pride and ego with a high self-esteem. Okay, well, others will say that you're prideful and full of ego or pride or something like that. But I feel like whoever you are, you may have like a high self-esteem or something like that. It's like an energy of possibly knowing your self-worth, you know, or learning your self-worth after. And then I'm seeing like with these insecurities, it seems like you letting that go. It's like almost like an energy of a thought of possibly being rejected. Your insecurities of is rejection or being rejected by someone. And I'm seeing with this focused on money, I'm seeing like you have been focusing or are focusing on money, your stability, your security. I'm seeing everything going to be okay, and there's a water sign. Okay, let's go ahead and grab the tarot and see what the heck is going on. Hmm. Number 4, 60, and 65 may be significant. It's a sunny day outside. It seems like everybody want to be outside today. I love it. I need to get my butt out there and get some of that sunlight. What's going on? What's happening here? I feel like wherever you are, you're very strategic and analytical, especially when it comes to something that you do. It's like you listen to or trust your intuition with this coach card, with this obedience. Number 5, you're not how you used to be. You don't just deal with someone out of I was going to say face level, face value, or something like that. I am seeing the 10 of cups, so it looks like there is definitely some sort of marriage. I don't know if there's some sort of long-term relationship. This could even be family. Excuse me. Family could definitely be significant. That's what I'm seeing here, but I'm seeing something happen very quickly. With this Eight of Wands, it's like I'm seeing something gaining some sort of momentum, and I'm seeing you standing in your power with the Strength card. There's an energy of you being courageous, you being patient. Mm. At the bottom of the deck, I am seeing the Fool energy, and I'm seeing the Magician. It's like you manifested a new beginning, or you're manifesting a new beginning. Yeah, because I'm also seeing like there's an energy of someone being left out in the cold. Or yeah, it's like energy, someone being left out in the cold. I'm clarifying the Strength card. It seems like you might have been the one that was left out in the cold at one period of time, and you had to grow from that. Possibly feeling left out in the cold, being left out in the cold with someone or by someone in this Knight of Wands energy. A very charming player type of energy, fiery energy. I'm seeing somebody in a Nine of Swords. You taking a leap of faith in a different direction, and I'm seeing somebody in a Nine of Swords, regret, remorse, anxiety because of Five of Swords, self-sabotage. Hmm. Yeah, it's out of self-sabotage is what I'm showing here. Self-regret or something like that. This person possibly thought they was going to get away with something the whole time. I'm already showing like there was an energy of you probably withdrawing your energy from whoever this person is. You got the Lovers card and the Three of Swords. Yeah, because the Lovers talk about you making a choice in regards to a relationship or some sort of commitment. And the choice, the decision I see that you made is to break up and sever ties. And somebody's in the Nine of Swords. They can't believe it. Somebody possibly thought that you wasn't going to ever leave or something like that. Okay. Yeah, it seems like it came with a whole lot of burdens. It seems like there was an energy of someone in the Seven of Swords, a lot of betrayal, cheating, lying, deceiving type of energy. You got tired of it. I see you withdrawing your energy from whoever this person is. This could be the reason as to why you had these insecurities or possibly picked up bad habits. Some of you guys may have started smoking cigarettes or something like that, or possibly started smoking marijuana a lot more with whoever this person is. It's stressful. You had to heal and withdraw from whoever this person is. I see why you had to you focus on someone new. You may have was you probably was dealing with someone that was prideful and ego. But like I said, focusing on your money, it seems like with you focusing on yourself and focusing on your stability and security, it seems like it works out in your favor with the stability and harmony. Like Spirit is let me know things will be okay. At the bottom of the deck, I am seeing a closing of a cycle. I don't know why in my mind's eye I'm seeing 10-10. And somebody's going to feel left out in the cold. This is an energy of someone experiencing some sort of loss, some sort of pain, crying over something that has happened that they can't take back or fix, and them going through karma. This is the only way that it's made fair, cause and effect. Accountability, balancing, the scales have to balance back out. You have every right to sever ties or leave whoever this person alone, especially if they are, someone that's charming and moving with passion and cheating and lying and deceiving and things like that and thinking you're going to stay. Absolutely not. Like I stated before, you're looking to be in a connection where there's unconditional love, where you possibly feel it's like an energy of you feeling whole. You know what you want. At one point in time, you possibly didn't know what you want, but now you're in this energy of you knowing exactly what you want. You overcame a lot of insecurities from what I'm seeing here. And it might not be just from one person. It could be from childhood. You had to heal. You got rid of that. You changed for the better is what I'm saying here. Some of you guys may have had a child, like I said, got pregnant. You don't necessarily have to. Possibly got married or something like that. Long-term relationship. But I'm seeing in the end, it's like an energy of somebody being toxic and cold-hearted. That's what I'm saying, y'all. This person, and you're very attractive, and this person talking about I want to get you back in a connection or some sort of relationship a whole time. They non-committal. That's not what they really mean. That's not what they really want. They're gonna have you waiting for something that's never gonna come. They just want to gain control and be possessive and possession of you. Like this person wants control, bad as hell. But in the meantime, I'm seeing an energy of you guys in solitude. I'm seeing an energy of self-love, knowing your self-worth. That's what I'm saying here. Y'all have a good one.
Can't keep going back to what I used to know. Love, please hold.